I was invited to come and play all of these historical pianos for the Liszt festival here in Utrecht, which was a pleasure for me. And if you look around, you'll see that the piano changed a lot from, for example, this early instrument of 1826 to the later instruments there of 1885, a span of 65 years with amazing developments in piano technology. These three are French Erards, which are owned by a man in Amsterdam, Fritz Jan Matt. This whole collection is the collection of Alain Roudier, who is here speaking today. And he restored these pianos more or less to perfection in Alsace, where his workshop is.
The first piano you're going to hear is a piano we don't hear very often. It's a Boisselot. Boisselot was a very bright maker, French maker. He had the intelligence that his factory was not in Paris. He didn't need to fight with Erard and Pleyel and the biggest of makers of France, so he went to Marseille. Boisselot had a very special relation with Liszt. They were very friends. Liszt met him when he arrived in Marseille in 1826. Liszt was the godfather of his son.
You have to imagine that in the 19th century the piano was like the electric guitar. And the people playing the piano, the pianists, were the rock stars. In essence, the first rock stars of all time in the Western world. So Franz Liszt was by far the most famous performer around. And his 10-year tour of Europe from 1838 to 1848 was unparalleled in terms of fame and popularity. And the piano was the vehicle for that. So the piano was the instrument, the voice for the people, the voice for the rock stars, basically.
Bobby has chosen a very good piano again, which is a Pleyel Chopin. It's 1839. It's exactly the same as the one Chopin owned in his apartment in the year 1838-39. It's in very good condition. The restoration of this piano was very light. He's playing with nearly all his original strings.
And what is the difference in sound between these 19th century pianos and the ones that are made now?
The 19th century pianos are much quieter. Music was made in salons or in small halls in the 19th century, so the pianos did not have to be loud. They were much quieter, but much more brilliant, clearer, and intense. But speaking like this, you know, much quieter, but more intense. And later, piano recitals started happening in large opera halls and in big spaces. Imagine St. Petersburg or Moscow concert halls. For that, you need a loud instrument, loud and bright and sound that will carry.
Well, this is the typical romantic era of the 1340s. Then he will play on the Steingraber, 1885, I think. It's a symbol of the end of the life of Liszt in Bayreuth, when Cosima wanted him to stay in Bayreuth because she didn't want that Wagner festival died, and she saw that in having Liszt was a big figure in Europe. Having Liszt in Bayreuth was a way for the festival to perdure, and she tried to make, some people think that she tried to make his father die in Bayreuth because it was better to bury him in Bayreuth because people were coming on his grave in Bayreuth. So in Bayreuth there was this very bright manufacturer, the Steingraber and Son. You have a modern piano there from them, and this is the last piano he played in his last year, so it's a very emotional piano.